The Zephyrian Empire had conquered 17 star systems in the past century. Their crimson warships, each the size of a small moon, had reduced entire civilizations to cosmic dust with methodical precision. When their scouts discovered the third planet of a yellow star system, a world the inhabitants called Earth, High Admiral Vextar smiled with predatory satisfaction. "Another primitive world," he declared, studying the holographic display showing Earth's modest technology. Chemical rockets, nuclear weapons, electromagnetic communications. They won't even see us coming. The Imperial fleet departed from the staging area at Proxima Centauri with overwhelming force. 300 dreadnoughts, bristling with quantum disruptors and antimatter cannons, entered Earth's solar system like harbingers of doom. Vextar had allocated an entire day for the conquest, though he privately believed it would take mere hours. Meanwhile, in a nondescript facility buried beneath the Swiss Alps, Dr. Marcus Thompson monitored deep space sensors with growing concern. The massive energy signatures approaching from beyond Neptune were unlike anything in Earth's databases. He immediately activated the emergency protocols that had been dormant for decades. "Elena, wake up the others," he called to his colleague, Dr. Elena Rodriguez. "It's finally happening." The two scientists had spent their careers preparing for this moment, though most of humanity remained blissfully unaware of their work. Project Prometheus had been classified at levels so secret that only 12 people on Earth knew of its existence. For 50 years, they had been developing humanity's true defense system, hidden behind the facade of primitive technology that Earth deliberately projected to the galaxy. As the Zephyrian fleet crossed the orbit of Mars, Vextar prepared his standard ultimatum broadcast. He had delivered the same speech to 17 worlds before watching them burn. But before he could transmit, something impossible happened. The lead human vessel appeared. It materialized from nothing, not hyperspace, not a cloaking device, but true quantum displacement. The ship was elegant, crystalline, pulsing with energies that made the Zephyrian sensors scream warnings. It was barely a kilometer long, a minnow compared to the Imperial dreadnoughts. Yet every instinct Vextar had developed over centuries of warfare told him to retreat. "This is Commander Sarah Mitchell of the Terran Defense Corps," came the transmission. "You have entered protected space. Turn back now or face the consequences." Vextar laughed, a sound like grinding metal. "One ship against 300? Your species truly is primitive." He raised his hand to signal the attack. He never completed the gesture. The human ship pulsed once, a brief flash of silver light that rippled across space faster than thought. For a heartbeat, nothing seemed to happen. Then, one by one, the Zephyrian dreadnoughts simply stopped. Not destroyed, not damaged, they ceased to exist as functional entities. Their quantum fields collapsed, their molecular bonds unwound. Their crews experienced a gentle transition from being to not being in the span of nanoseconds. 300 ships became 300 clouds of constituent atoms, drifting silently in the void. Back on Earth, Dr. Thompson watched the sensor readings with grim satisfaction. Quantum dissolution field successful. All hostile contacts neutralized. 0 casualties on their side, Dr. Rodriguez noted, checking her instruments. They never felt a thing. The technology behind Project Prometheus was based on discoveries made in the 1950s, when humanity first learned they weren't alone in the universe. The apparent primitiveness of Earth's public technology had been a carefully maintained deception, buying time to develop defenses that operated on principles most galactic civilizations couldn't even comprehend. Commander Mitchell's ship began its return journey to Earth, leaving behind only empty space and a valuable lesson that would ripple across the galaxy. Never assume that a civilization's apparent technological level reflects their true capabilities. The Zephyrian Empire, upon losing contact with their most powerful fleet, quietly removed Earth from their conquest charts and classified the entire system as anomalous, a void at all costs. Humanity continued broadcasting their primitive radio signals into space, maintaining their carefully crafted image of a young, harmless species, while their true guardians watched the stars with patient, ancient eyes.